Alright, today's a quick little tutorial on how to find all the planetary landing zones in Star Citizen 319.1. As you can see here, pulling into New Babage on Microtech. So if you look off to the right here, you can see the starport across the frozen lake, so no matter what angle you come in to it from, you just look across the frozen lake and to the building in the hillside. That's your landing area. Probably one of the easier ones to find in general. And now we're over here into Lorville on Hurston. This one is a little bit tougher, especially if you have the volumetric clouds turned on because of the smog layer. It's become a little more difficult to find than it used to be back in the day. But basically when you quantum into Lorville, you will use your ping to see through the smoke, and you'll be able to see the Hurston Dynamics building, and wherever the building is, so you see it right there in the middle, you look towards the tail, towards the bottom of the building there, and right behind it is the TSA spaceport. And with a little movie magic, we'll fast forward here through the bottom of the smog clouds so that you can actually see what the spaceport looks like once you get through, so you know what you're looking for. Again, this is not quite as easy as New Babage, but is one of the only ones that has huge signage. So these big blue floating signs everywhere saying this is TSA Spaceport, TSA, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, that is Hurston, and on to the next one. Alright, and here we are pulling into Area 18. Again, this one's got a nice volumetric cloud layer, so it can be a little bit tougher to find. Not only that, but the entire city, the entire planet is city like Courcant in Star Wars. So basically what you're looking for is on the other side of this main area where the quantum marker says Area 18, there's going to be a big red flat area in breaking the skyline that will indicate the starport. So we'll speed it up a little bit because even as a veteran player, it can be difficult to find sometimes in this large cityscape. But you get over the main part of the city and we come out here and you can see that large red flat area that I was talking about that indicates the starport, Riker Memorial Spaceport. And basically you fly over there, you request a hangar, and you land, and now you're in Area 18. And so with that, we will zip over to the last but not least, my home city, more often than not, of Orison, over in Crusader. And so we will be on approach here. Now this is probably the toughest one for most players. Even a lot of people I know who've been playing the game for years still have a hard time finding the spaceport at Orison, because it is a gas giant and everything is a floating platform and they all kind of start to look the same. So unless you're really familiar with Orison, it's kind of hard to find, but I'll show you right here, this little spider web looking thing over here with all the little red lights on it. That's the spaceport. That center hub is generally what you want to fly towards when you're requesting a docking, because unless you're in a capital ship, you're probably going to end up right on that central hub. So we'll fast forward a little bit here, because gas giants have thick atmosphere and it can be very slow going to get down into them. But as you can see, there it is a little bit closer. The spaceport at Orison, the weird spider web that it is. So now you know how to find all the planetary spaceports in Star Citizen. So we'll see you in the verse.